Hello, everyone, and welcome to day 22 of your daily dose of inspiration. I am Angela Joe and your host on this journey. We today are going to be talking about habits and how to develop successful habits that really help you in reaching your goals and just feeling good about your life. So, when it comes to habits, I like to refer to who I call the expert in that, and that is Brendan Burchard. He talks about high performance habits, and he has a whole program. He has a great book on it. He speaks on it, for to just really excellent owners of companies and individuals who just want to maximize their life and get the best results. He also has a planner that goes with it as well. So you might want to Google him and check some of his programs out. So anyway, what he says is high performance and developing really good high performance habits is more about consistency and continued growth at a high level. And it's about developing effective habits that are aligned with who you are and what you want and to your priorities. His method is based on 6 high performing habits. So I'm just going to touch over them lightly. And they're deliberate. They're deliberate habits that it's about evaluating who you are, what you want, and then always looking back and taking an inventory of your process. And the reason I like him the most is because he talks about the scientific effects of habits and just explains that in details, which I think is so cool. So, number one is searching for clarity. To become a high performer, you need clarity or the ability to identify who you are and what you want. It requires reflection, again, taking that inventory for the values that matter most to you. I love that. What do you value most? And then aligning your actions and your goals according to that. And that's what's going to define your journey. So to have high levels of clarity, you tend to be more motivated, you tend to be more confident and productive. And the areas which he recommends to look at are yourself. How do you see yourself? Even ask other people, how do they see you? Your skill set. We talked about that before, even having an assessment of what your skills are. Socially, how are you socially? How do you interact with people? And then service. What are you doing to serve other people? So that's number one with clarity. Habit number two is about generating energy. To be a high performer, you need to tend to your health. Health is everything. I'll tell you, it is so important. When people say that have had health challenges, they can really appreciate it. And you may be able to relate, or somebody that has had health challenges. It's so important because health really does make such a difference. It builds happiness, it builds focus, it builds energy in your mind, your emotions, and your physical well-being as well. So one thing he says is about treating your body better. And these are some of the things we all know. It's just putting them into a habit. What we're eating, what we put into we only have one body. What are we fueling our bodies with? And, are we making those right choices? And then, of course, exercise to keep our body in motion, to keep it going. Movement and motion is so important. And then the other is about sleeping, getting proper sleep, going to bed earlier, getting up earlier, developing those habits that every morning you're going to wake up with something positive to say and go to bed with something positive as well. And the other thing he talks about, which I love, is about mastering transition. And this is one way to generate energy, is that when you're in between projects, to actually take a minute, it's almost like a reset button. Take a minute, take a breath, think about what you just did, and then move on to the next thing with intention and focused energy. So I love that. Mastering transition. Okay, so that is generating energy. Number three is about raising necessity. Raising necessity. Asking yourself, we're going back to that why. Why is it important for you to perform well? Reminding yourself of that why you're doing something, verbalize it, reaffirm it in your words and in your actions. And ask yourself, who will this benefit? And even if I don't do it, who's missing out? Sometimes that's even more important. But being emotionally connected to the task and caring about serving others, doing whatever it is with excitement, with passion, with excellence, and managing your self-talk along the way. What are you saying to yourself? Remember, talk about this throughout. It's a common thread. Your self-talk is so important, your thoughts and the words you speak. So, number 4 is increasing your productivity. To increase productivity and effectiveness, it's to understand that the main thing is the main thing. Okay, to focus on things which are important and not to focus on the things that are not important. Again, it sounds so simple, but it's easy sometimes to get distracted. And then where does the day go? In my talk, my signature talk on Think on Purpose, I reference, this time that I, was going to bed. We can all relate to something like this. Or you go to check one more email and your intention is that. And then what happens? 2 hours later, you're still on the computer, right? So those distractions, it's about managing them. And it's really a choice. So set your mind, keep it set. First things first, be intentional about the activity and also be fully engaged in it. No such thing as multitasking, really, when we come down to it. Scientifically proven. Number 5, develop influence. High performers influence people to kind of like think differently by sharing their principles and their life lessons in hopes that it's going to make a positive difference to others and help challenge them to grow. Intentional thinking can change your life. It'll attract more of what you're thinking about. If you're thinking about positive things, again, it's like a magnet which attracts more positive things. And it'll also make a difference in how you face situations. Because remember, it's not what happens to you, it's how you let it affect you and how you respond to it. So it's about our approach, how we see things, and then how we react. It's that old insanity rule. If we keep doing the same things, we're going to get the same results. So in order to get different results, if we want them, then we have to do things differently. Being an influencer is about impacting someone in a positive way and making a ripple effect in their lives to generate really just positive results. And the last habit number 6, is to demonstrate courage. I love this one. He said that in all his research, it shows that at times of hardship and stress and struggles, that people that are high performers and really achieve greatness do certain things. And one is the first thing they do is they speak up for themselves. They speak their truth and they speak up for others as well. High performers are willing to share more about themselves and being authentic and just being genuine about who they are so they can help others. The other thing which high performers do in this respect about demonstrating courage is they honor their struggles. And I love that because everything we go through is for a purpose. There's nothing we go through that is not used to shape us and mold us in some way, to make us more courageous and to give us more strength. So hopefully some of these will help you and just show you the importance of developing consistent high performance habits to generate the success and the results that you want in your life. So thanks so much again for joining me today. And remember, your talent is a gift from God, and what you do with it is your gift back to Him. Take care, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.